Welcome back. You're watching Global Lens on News9 Live with me, Neha Khanna. Let's now get you the big story from the United States. Hunter Biden has been indicted on multiple counts of tax evasion. This is the second time this year that President Joe Biden's troubled son has been charged by a special counsel investigating his personal and business dealings. Special counsel David Weiss said in the 56-page indictment filed in the U.S. District Court in California that Hunter Biden engaged in a 4-year scheme to not pay at least $1.4 million in self-assessed federal taxes that he owed for years from 2016 through 2019. Biden was charged with 9 counts of failing to file and pay taxes, tax evasion and filing false tax returns. The new charges serve up more acute embarrassment for President Biden as he wages an uphill battle for re-election and fends off a Republican bid to impeach him on grounds that he benefited from his son's overseas business dealings. The previous charges accuse the younger Biden of lying about his drug use on a federal application when he purchased a gun. The new charges mean that Hunter Biden could, in theory, go on trial twice next year, as his father almost certainly faces Donald Trump in the race for the U.S. president. Biden has insisted he stands by his son despite his past troubled behavior. The new indictment says Hunter Biden earned more than $7 million between 2016 and 2020 and used this money for a freewheeling lifestyle. The indictment states, and I quote, the defendant spent millions of dollars on an extravagant lifestyle. At the same time, he chose not to pay his taxes. Between 2016 and 2020, the defendant spent his money on drugs, escorts, girlfriends, luxury hotels, rental properties, exotic cars, clothing and other items of a personal nature. In short, everything but his taxes. Hunter Biden pleaded not guilty this year to 3 felony charges stemming from his purchase of a .38 caliber Colt Cobra revolver in 2018, when by his own admission he was addicted to drugs. He is charged with illegally possessing the handgun and 2 counts of making false statements for claiming on forms required for the gun purchase that he was not using drugs at the time. Republicans have opened an impeachment inquiry in the Congress into what they claim is a Biden family criminal conspiracy, but have so far provided no evidence to suggest that the president personally did anything wrong. And as we wrap up Global Lens tonight, our final story is from Russia. Russian President Vladimir Putin has made it official. He will run in the 2024 presidential election. Putin announced his decision to seek an extension of his rule of 24 years following an awards ceremony for army personnel held at the Kremlin today. On Thursday, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov had said, many people have urged Putin to run. In fact, on Thursday, Russian lawmakers set the date for the country's 2024 presidential election for the 17th of March, moving Putin a step closer to a 5th term in office. Members of the Federation Council, Russia's upper house of parliament, voted unanimously to approve a decree setting the date. Under constitutional reforms that he orchestrated, 71-year-old Putin is eligible to seek 2 more 6-year terms after his current one expires next year, potentially allowing him to remain in power until 2036. Having established tight control over Russia's political system, Putin's victory in the March election is all but assured. Prominent critics who could challenge him on the ballot are either in jail or living abroad, and most independent media have been banned in that country. Neither the costly drawn-out war in Ukraine nor a failed rebellion this summer by mercenary chief Yevgeny Prigozhin appear to have impacted Putin's high approval ratings, reported by independent pollsters. Who will challenge him on the ballot still remains unclear. Imprisoned opposition leader Alexei Navalny, in an online statement, has urged his supporters to vote for anyone but Vladimir Putin.
Thank you very much. I will not hide that. I've had different thoughts at different times. But it is now time to make a decision. But now, you're right. It is such a time when a decision needs to be made. I will run for the position of President of the Russian Federation.
Well, that's all the time we have on this Friday edition of Global Lens. Thanks so much for watching. Do join us again at the same time on Monday. Have a great weekend ahead.